Look at how bolder I am. I bought boba metal straws. I can't believe you. I hope they haven't influenced your faith in Jesus. What does that have to do with my faith? You're changing towards the left. How? I'm just trying to save the turtles. Oh, brother, this mom stinks! Just because you want to get a reusable straw does not make you a liberal. Does not make you a liberal cuck. I, in fact, I am a liberal, of course. Liberal, left, we'll figure that out as we go. I love boba. I'm a big fan of, taro, milk tea, some boba. I should get myself a reusable straw like that because I like them straws pretty thick, pretty wide. That one time, George Bush congratulated a woman for having to work 3 jobs to support her family. You work 3 jobs? Uniquely American, isn't it? That is fantastic that you're doing that. To a divorced mother of 3, Omaha, Nebraska, February 4th, 2005. George W., how the hell did you get elected? I think we can say that about a lot of, Republican candidates. Jesus Christ never introduced himself using pronouns. John 18:6. Jesus said, I am he. Instantly debunked. Laverne Spicer, you freaking maroon. Read your book. Read your book that you thump. Dad rages after daughter's private school claims dinosaurs didn't exist. A dad has been left outraged after discovering that his daughter's school has been trying to brainwash her into believing evolution isn't real and the world is only around 6,000 years old. Gee, a private school? You don't say. You don't say a private school is trying to, lie and teach kids things that aren't real. Okay. The mayor of a Russian village was looking for anyone, to be on the ballot against him to sustain the farcical illusion of democratic choice. He finally convinced the woman who cleaned City Hall, and then she won. Owned. Get owned, you stupid mayor guy. Get owned. To compare a documentary to a fictional movie, Egypt is concerned about the historical accuracy of casting a black Cleopatra. I didn't hear complaining when all them mummy movies came out. That's because The Mummy wasn't described as a documentary. How is this a debate? Kind of silly. AI will probably take over the world and kill us all in the future. Also AI. AI camera mistakes referee's bald head for ball, follows it throughout the match. Honestly, having the camera follow around the bald guy so we can just kind of point and laugh at him for being bald is probably more entertaining than a soccer match. Jenna Ortega, seen smoking a cigarette, has fans in an uproar. She's literally a 20-year-old teenager. Isn't it illegal for teens to smoke? Dude, last time I checked, the word 20 did not have teen in it, therefore, no. She's not a teenager. And also, I think the now in America, I don't know if Jenna is British or whatever. In America, at least, it is now illegal to cigarette if you're under 21. With that being said, a whole lot of nonsense being spoken by Corandel. When the European settlers arrived, they needed land to live on. The First Nations people agreed to move to different areas to make room for the new settlements. Did they, though? Did they? I'm pretty sure when you say agreed to move, you mean forcibly relocated and killed and lots of other things. Oh no! Whatever illiterate swine could have written a book like this? Misspellings. A little disappointed, and I'm only in chapter 2. Words misspelled, like story should be story, odor, realize, recognized, and memorized. How unfortunate that these were overlooked. I get discouraged when I read a book that has so many misspelled words. I'm sure I will find more, and that makes me not want to read this book. Who's gonna tell her that British people exist? And granted, the way they do spell things is kind of stupid. That doesn't mean it's wrong. Won't someone please think of the shareholders? American Airlines announces pay raises for pilots and flight attendants, and investors balk. This is frustrating. Labor is being paid first again. Shareholders get leftovers. No shot. City analyst Kevin Chrissy? Hey, Kevin, fuck you. You're awful. The shareholders get the leftovers. The shareholders. Oh no. Think of the shareholders. Oh no. Shut the fuck up. There's nothing wrong with making sure you're the only one who uses what's yours. Office workers spark heated debate after padlocking their milk in the communal fridge. Yeah, I don't want people using my stuff. Get your own stuff if you want to use it. Seriously. Why is this a debate? If somebody's got stuff in the fridge and it's not mine, I'm not touching it, especially at work. This guy told his job he didn't want a birthday party because of his anxiety. They threw him one anyways, and he had a panic attack. They fired him for his behavior, and he sued, and now they owe him $450,000. Get your bag, brother. Sorry you had to have a panic attack to get it, but your job didn't listen, and they fired you, and now they gotta pay the shmoney. Quebec education minister says Malala can teach here if she removes headscarf. Imagine telling the girl who stood up to and was shot by the Taliban what to wear. Awesome, thanks Canada. Really great of you. Damn, the benches were messing up the budget that much? That's crazy. Hi, Jeremy. Benches were removed from stations to prevent the homeless from sleeping on them. We have inconvenienced you and made the station more inaccessible to the pregnant, disabled, and elderly. But you must understand that this lets us inflict further misery on people without homes. A Bible store in Kansas really didn't understand the meaning of this quote. The best cure for Christianity is reading the Bible. Mark Twain, I don't really care much for you. You're an old man, kind of had some weird takes. This one's not one of them. This is a good take. And the Bible store in Kansas is just kind of silly for not even, do they really read? I'll stop there. I'm stopped there. I can already hear people in the comments telling me, oh, Mason says, Mason, you're being too political. Oh, Mason, I didn't come to this video for politics. Why do they make it so easy for me? They make it so easy, all right? I'm sorry. I'll try and do better. But, I mean, that was just easy pickings. Teaching my blind cat how to look out the window. Brother. Sorry. Sister. That is just not, like, no. That's not, she can't see. The poor little kitty cat can't see. Thinking you're the victim when you film yourself and your friends breaking into people's homes? TikToker who entered stranger's home defends video amid calls for his arrest. Exclusive, I'm a black male doing these things, and that's why there's such an uproar on the internet. I don't think anyone should be going into anyone's home unannounced when you don't know them. It's a random person breaking in without, consent. Don't think it's a good idea. No matter what your race is, no matter what what you are, I don't think anyone should be doing that. Teacher needs to go back to primary school. Marty ate 4/6 of his pizza, and Luis ate 5/6 of his pizza. Marty ate more pizza than Luis. How is that possible? Marty's pizza is bigger than Luis's pizza. That is not possible, because 5/6 is greater than 4/6, so Luis ate more. Well, I hate to tell you, Teach, but there's different sizes of pizza. I mean, if you eat 4/6 of a large pizza, or 5/6 of a medium pizza, chances are the person who ate 4/6 of the large pizza ate more. That's all I'm gonna say. What's the dumbest thing you got in trouble for in school? I was accused of plagiarism by 2 professors and was given a big long talk about how seriously it was taken. I was confused and crying by the end. Then they showed me the art they think I copied, and it was my own art from my own site that had popped up in a Google image search, SMH. Elon Musk came to the US with no money and graduated with over $100K in debt, despite scholarships and working 2 jobs while at school. Okay, dude. I don't even need to read the context. No, this is not true. But we'll do it just to humor you. Readers added context they thought people might want to know. This post is misleading. Elon Musk was born into an extremely wealthy family in South Africa. Yeah, if you want to read up on it, just Google Elon Musk Emerald Mine and read about all the labor and all that kind of stuff that they use in that mine. This is incredible. China is testing its new autonomous electric train that does not need traditional tracks. It runs on a virtual track. Can go everywhere. Motherfucker, that's a bendy bus. Yeah, it's just really low to the ground. Pray we don't hit any speed bumps. What's the dumbest thing you've ever heard? I drive for Uber on the weekends, and one time a girl who was in her late 20s told me that I was making her uncomfortable. I haven't said a word the whole trip, so I asked how I could make the situation better. She said she didn't like how I kept playing with the fidget stick in the middle of my car. I drive a manual. She then told me that I didn't need to use that because her car didn't have that and claimed to be a mechanic. Well. Dude, that's me when I lie. Not the Uber driver, the girl saying she's a mechanic. Me when I lie. TikTok prankster Mizzy interferes with controls of a train. Teen faces new charges as footage emerges of him entering a driver's cab on a carriage in East London after breaching a court-ordered social media ban imposed for barging into people's homes. GTA 6 in real life, where he goes into the hub of the train. Oh my god. Ugh. Why are pranksters back? Didn't we do this like 10 years ago on YouTube? Wasn't YouTube pranking like the thing and we all hated it? Why are people doing this again? The guns don't kill people sure seem to think a book can make you gay. That's a really good way to put it. Like, straight up. You know, I'll leave it at that. Telling "get a real job" to Stephen King. Biden is a disgrace to humankind, an embarrassment to the human race in every aspect. Yes, but he's got a real job, not a podcast. Yeah, you're right. Millions of listeners a day on a podcast while you're watching in your mama's basement, yearning for the days that people actually gave about your dumbass. Nice comeback, dipshit. Get a job, loser. Stephen King's got some really weird takes as well, but he's definitely got a real job. So, Dan Boingo, goodbye. Ex-mortgage CEO sentenced to prison for $3 billion fraud. And for that, he got 40-month sentence. 40 months! $3 billion in fraud. Versus this homeless man who stole $100. He got 15 years. Hey, I was told you took $100 from my purse at work. Well, who DF told you that? It don't matter. If you did, I need it back. I ain't take stuff from your purse. And it don't matter because I want to know who you heard from and the frick why they saying I did it. You on camera, and they telling me press charges, I just want my money back. What's your Cash App? You want socialized medicine? Tell me again how good Canadian healthcare is. Tell me about the wait times for serious medical procedures. Did you guys learn anything from the complete failure of Obamacare? My husband needed brain surgery. World-class neurosurgeons removed a wedge of his skull, used lasers to remove scar tissue on his temporal lobe, and then put his skull back together. My biggest expenses were parking and snacks for stress eating. Does anyone see the problem here? My digital MPH is different than other MPH. How do you fix it? Well, first of all, that's kilometers per hour, not miles per hour. So, fix it. Haha. LSU library, LSU football locker room. That's the locker room for LSU? They don't need all that. They don't need all that. Oh my God. What a beautiful photograph of white male privilege and entitlement. Sums up who rules our country. Readers added context they thought people might want to know. For 134 of the last 200 years, the head of state of the United Kingdom has been a woman. Anonymous cyberbully who harassed teen for a year revealed to be her mother. Really? Her own mother. Some people should not be allowed to have kids. The day I realized my husband had changed the locks after had an affair and was left pounding on the door pleading, sickened and furious. Well, maybe you shouldn't have had an affair. Have you ever considered that? Have you considered not cheating on your significant other? Think about it. I've spent the past 2 days outdoors with very little internet, and it wasn't the worst. Might try it again in the future. Too bad a bear or mountain lion didn't come across your path. Oh well, I'll keep praying that you meet your demise soon, and it's in a way that everyone would know it was God that did it. Damn, bro's mad that he went outside. Holy crap. Advertising a beard-friendly sunscreen using a picture of someone without a beard. Finally, an invisible beard-friendly sunscreen. Unseen sunscreen SPF 40 is the ultimate daily SPF. No beard in sight. Hell, I have a bigger beard than that right now, and it's just peach fuzz. If you want $15 minimum wage, don't complain when your Taco Bell order costs $38 for a burrito. The most expensive Taco Bell burrito in Washington, D.C., where the minimum wage is already $15 an hour, costs $3.79. Before I leave movie theaters, I always dump out my leftover popcorn. Does anyone else do this, or am I weird? You're weird. Why would you do that? What makes you think that's a good idea at all? This 17-year-old Boy Scout built a nuclear reactor in his mom's backyard 20 years ago that made the neighborhood radioactive. I ain't reading all that, King. You don't look like a 17-year-old if that's you on the right. But like, how do you manage to do that? Maybe I should read the post. Nah. Things to do to keep your man humble. Tell him his penis is fine or normal. Casually compare him to other men. Give one-word answers. Avoid eye contact and lean away. Lavish more attention on your dog than him. And tell him that you need a break from texting. Gonna do all these things on my girlfriend. Thanks for the manipulation advice. You are hateful. No, dude. No, Marie. You are hateful. Isn't fun when the roles are reversed, huh? Like, if I had a girlfriend who did most of these things, if not all of these things, I would, like, cry myself to sleep, being like, what did I do wrong? Like, what is wrong with me? Why am I not enough? You know? Like, it's just silly. Homegirl, leave him. That's my girlfriend. I just preached my first sermon, and she recorded it and wanted me to watch what she recorded. Thanks. Taking pictures of random strangers in public is weird. I will die on that hill. Stay out of people's business. Tell me you're a narcissist without telling me you're a narcissist. Woman sends herself drinks while on dates to show that she has options. When I go to the bathroom and pay the bartenders to send me an anonymous shot, so my date remembers I have options. Ah, yes, I love manipulation of people. We should just manipulate everybody. FSU tailgate tonight, saw a girl drop 2 tickets. I got her attention, and she rudely said she had a boyfriend. Guess whose seats I'm in? If she's gonna be rude to you and you're trying to do a good deed, hey, She don't deserve those seats, girl. You take them. The moon is actually more useful than the sun since the moon gives us light at night when it's dark. The sun only gives us light in the day when it's already bright. You know what's not bright? You, apparently. Jesus Christ. All this time, I thought it was avocados, not greed, causing unaffordable housing. I wish folks would stop telling young people how to manage their money. I paid $310 for my first apartment. Based on inflation, it should go for $850 per month now, but the rent is $1,600. You can't personally finance your way out of greedy landlords and depressed wages. Just pay your student loan. My boomer boss today was talking about how she worked her ass off to graduate college with no debt. I asked her how much tuition was, and she said $750 a semester. I took student loans out for 2 semesters of community college literally 7 years ago, and I still owe $5,000 at least in student debt. Like, I know that's not a lot compared to a lot of people who go to a full college for, 4+ years and have tens of thousands of dollars in debt. 2 semesters. One of them was a summer semester, might I add. 2 semesters of community college, 7 years later, and I still owe $5,000. I just don't get it, man. Real estate agent accidentally sent a tenant instead of a landlord. You recall the decisions I had with you earlier in the year about the high maintenance nature of this particular tenant. Out of all the properties I manage, he has the most maintenance requests and occupies the most of my and therefore your time. On one occasion, the aircon, he called every day for 2 weeks. The receptions are sick of him. In order to play this smooth, I think you should offer to renew the lease, but with an exorbitant increase, I'm thinking go from $500 to $950 and attribute it to the current rental market. I don't think we'd get this much if we relisted, but we'd certainly get a bit of a boost, not to mention the peace of mind of having a better tenant. Current properties are being let within a week or 2, so you wouldn't have much to worry about with lost income. If he agrees to the increase, it's a surprise win. Happy to chat. Kind regards. Anyone who says landlords or real estate people are good people, especially landlords, you're lying to yourself, dude. Landlords are scum of the earth. Landlords want you to die. I can't pick up my dog's prescription because I can't remember her date of birth. They won't tell me it because patient privacy. She's a dog. She won't tell me it either. Hey, FedEx, stop playing around with this 4 times attempted delivery stuff. I saw you drive up, not get out of the van. Leave my cat food boxes by the porch. There's a hungry animal who lives here. Call me if you want to talk about it. Come on, FedEx. I would say you're better than that, but you're not. Is it gay for a man to tell another man good morning? I'm a 23-year-old male. My dad and I were out at the laundromat, and as we were leaving, another man walks in. I make eye contact with him, and I say good morning. He replies, y'all fellas all right? When we walked out, my father tells me, don't ever say good morning to a man around your age. Guys would think you're a little sweet. You understand me? Next time say, what's up or what's going on? To a woman, it's fine, but not a man. When you're out on the streets, don't say that. I don't understand this at all. When is it ever gay or wrong for another man to say good morning to another man? I say good morning to everyone, male and female, at work all the time, and I have no issues. I don't think I did anything wrong. I think my dad's being absurd. Is it gay for a man to tell another man good morning? No, it's not. Your dad is being homophobic, maybe projecting a little bit. We'll leave it at that. Oh, my favorite woman of all time, Lauren Boebert. I hate Lauren Boebert. Lauren Boebert once told women in rocky marriages that they just need to start chasing Jesus to solve their marital issues, but now she's getting divorced. I'm surprised she got married in the first place. I can't figure out there being a man that would even be able to stand Lauren Boebert. I hope she stays single and alone for the rest of her life. The healthcare system in America is awful. I had an ankle fracture surgery canceled this morning because he couldn't afford his deductible. This guy will never run or walk without pain again, and he will never work construction again, and he has insurance that he pays for, and he still can't afford this necessary surgery. We won't be challenging customers without a mask when they enter or when they are in the store since they may have a reason not to wear a mask. Karen. Highly offensive putting the Karen at the end. Stick it. Hi, Carolyn. Sorry for the confusion. Karen is the name of the colleague who responded to the query. Andy. White people want to be oppressed so bad. IT worker sued boss who marked problems with XX as she thought they were kisses. An IT worker sued for sexual harassment after her rich and powerful male boss marked parts of an email where he wanted more information with XX, which she thought were kisses. Karina Gasparova, a project manager, also claimed Alexander Gulandris's use of question marks in the same message were code for asking her when she would be ready to engage in sexual acts. In a number of other innocent work-related incidents where she would find a sinister motive, Miss Gasparova thought his renaming a file with his initials AJG was an acronym for a jumbo genital. Okay, dude. This is just not a feasible thing. Who? A jumbo genital? A jumbo genital. That's where that's the silliest part of the whole thing, I would say. Choose wisely. Find yourself a wife who dreams of this, but not this. You sold pictures of your butthole all over the internet. Now, while I think that Shannon here is very, you know, kind of spearheaded into the proper, you know, stereotypical gender norms, we'll say, where women have to, you know, baby the children and bear children to the husband and not, you know, have a high-paying job. CEO, some might say. But we're not going to shame sex workers here. That's for sure. We can shame Shannon for being a fucking idiot. Sure, let's do that. A child just rang my doorbell. Folks, you do not ring doorbells in 2023. My 6 was loaded. Keep your kids away. So you're willing to shoot someone just because they rang your doorbell? Stand your ground isn't meant for that. And the way you're nearly threatening anyone, specifically kids, is disgusting, and why some people shouldn't have guns. I'm not fucking around. Well, kind of sounds like you're not fucking around, but you're about to find out, my friend. I hope the cops put you where you belong.